Hello everyone, this is MyLifeFrAiur and today I'm casting some of my latest games and this is how I got into D rank. Yes, I finally hit D 1400 MMR. Yeah, this is a great milestone for me. Finally, I'm getting out of E rank, which is equivalent to Silver League in Starcraft 2. Now I'm in Gold League, barely in Gold League 1400. I don't think I can maintain it. I'm probably gonna play on another account and keep this MMR high until I'm confident enough to come back to play later on this account. Anyway, let's jump into it. I'm gonna show you the last 3 games I played. It's kind of my path to D rank, D League. It's pretty cool. I'm super excited about this. Alright, so this is a TVZ spawning in the bottom left. It is me, MyLifeFrAiur, in purple. And in the top right, it is the Zerg player in orange. His name is Holy Volley. Anyway. Oh, actually it's Volley. Volley. It's not Volley. I've been trying to produce more workers. That's my main goal, to improve my macro. I know how important it is because I play Starcraft 2. I am in Master League in Starcraft 2. So I know how important it is to master your macro first and produce as many workers as possible in the game. And eventually produce as many units as possible. So that's my priority. But sometimes you do play some cheeky style on the basis of playing a macro game, macroing well. Anyway, in this game, well, I scouted top left, didn't find him, and then go to top right. I would scout this like kind of the opposite side. I don't scout this side because is this rectangular? Is this a perfect square, or is it the height is a little bit longer than? No, it's perfect square, right? But anyway, I always scout this way. Anyway, what am I talking about? So I scout, send my SCV, check what he has. I stole his gas. This is kind of particular move I never did before. It's the first time stealing a gas in TVZ. What could it do stealing gas in TVZ? Well, not much actually, because if the Zerg is going for a hatch first here, he can just build a gas over there, so it doesn't actually slow down the Zerg taking up, but it does slow down my own production. I will sacrifice some minerals there, even though I canceled here. I only get part of the cost back. At least I know that he's got Zerglings. Alright, so I knew he's got Zerglings. I was just turtling on my high ground. In this game I went for a very kind of a invention of my own. I don't really know any build order other than fast expand. So in this game I went for first 2 racks, fast 2 racks, 3 racks. And my expansion was super late. I wanted to build a bunker to give him the impression that I was expanding and make him think that he's safe. So I can actually do an all-in in some sort. Oh, he got 2 gases. Interesting. Oh, he's got 2 gases. He's getting lair right now. Let's see what he's planning to do in this game. So my goal is to get as many workers as possible. Look at right now we have 24. Let me see here. I have this table of how many workers I got in some of my past games. I took note how many workers at certain given minutes. For example, at 6 minutes, sometimes I get 28 workers, sometimes I get 27, sometimes 33. 33 is really good. And at 8 minutes, sometimes I get 40, sometimes I get 36, sometimes get 42, etc. So basically, I'll set up a timer, like not really a timer, like I'll check the replay after every game and see how many workers I have at certain given time. But in this game it's a little bit particular. It's not really a macro game, so I can't really compare this to my other macro games. or I non-stop building workers. In this game, I kind of just focusing on the kind of bio rush. He didn't scout me though. Look at this. Now he didn't check what tech I was going for, or if I had an expansion or not. He doesn't know that I was going for a rush build. He is getting a Spire and a Hydralisk then at the same time. Zerglings, some Zerglings active on the map and about to get wrecked by my Marines. Is he gonna... Does he realize that I'm pushing? Yeah, I'm pushing right now. Exactly. So this is basically a one base all-in kind of push. He doesn't even realize he's getting 2 techs at once. So which means he's not gonna have enough resource and defense. There you go. Zerglings are trying to flank my units. Those Zerglings actually did some work slowing me down. Okay, coming right behind my main army. Missed it, but it did intercept some of my reinforcements, so it forced my main army to turn back because those medics are really important, and I don't want it to stop my reinforcement. I do need Marines keeps streaming in from my main. So, and also I was concerned that he may just counterattack me, so I kept some Marines. I rallied my Marines over here instead of across the map so that I can defend myself. And here he sees that I actually do have Marines here. I can't really engage. Alright, so this is kind of dicey moment. He had the 3 sunken, killed 2. I don't have many, how many? Only 2 mutants, okay. I don't have many Marines left, but I do have a lot of medics. So those medics are healing super fast, which is super helpful. Without those medics, I'll just die right here. But right now he has 5 mutalics. Actually, that's not good enough. Not enough to kill 5 Marines. And I believe he's keeping building mutalisks. Yeah. Alright, so now my reinforcements coming across the map. You see my worker count is super low. At 8 minutes, I should have 40 workers, but here I have only 30. I have 10 workers less, and my expansion went up super late because I went this all in build. Basically, it's a gamble. Yeah, it's a gamble. I think he didn't scout this. If he scout this, it would be a very dead giveaway. Like, he will immediately know to put down more 2 rows of sunkens, and I will defend this very easily, and I'll be just dead because my economy is not up. And he didn't get a 30 either. Anyway, that's the first game I wanted to show. Now let's jump into the next game. Next game is a TVT. A TVT versus someone that is above 1500 MMR. Actually, all these 3 opponents have above 1500 MMR, I believe. I'm not sure about the TVZ, the Zerg player. I'm not sure anymore. I don't remember. But the last 2 games I was playing versus 1500 MMR guys. Anyway, this is TVT. My opponent spawning in the top left. He gave me a GG right off the bat. Very arrogant of him. Just kidding. Whatever, you can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. That's not true. I do give a fuck. Anyway, I scouted him. I scouted him first. Got lucky. And I saw this. I didn't realize he was going for 2 factory build. I thought he was just gonna fast expand. Oh, because I saw only 1 worker in the gas, I think. Let me check. Just go back a little bit. There. I think I saw only 1 in the gas. Or maybe no. Oh, look, he pulled 1 worker off. Yeah. I think he was trying to create this illusion that he's not going for 2 factory. But actually he was going for 2 factory. After my SCV was gone, he probably put he put those SCVs back into the gas. So smart. And he scouted me. Though he didn't realize I was going for 2 gas either. There you go. didn't get enough much of information. Didn't see my factory going up. He just know that my gas is mining. Maybe he'll guess it, I don't know. But I don't think he did, because afterwards we had some conversation. Anyway, he's got 2 factories up. Oh, he put even 4 or 5 workers in the gas. What the hell? Is that actually effective? Like, do you actually get faster mining with more workers in the gas? I don't know. Anyways, I even have more worker than him. You see, so it's actually not that a big deal in like a 1500 MMR guy. You see, it's hit 1500 MMR, but you can definitely beat him in some aspect, even if not just straight up being a macro game. Maybe you can build worker better, maybe you scout better. There's always something you can improve at this level. So he went for this all-in build. I guess probably he didn't build many workers because he is trying to save the monies to get all these units. So he went the push first, and I was a little bit slow. Why? Because my worker production was more consistent. I even got the armory just in case he was going for air unit build. Anyway, it's coming up the ramp, scouting. I didn't realize at the moment that he was actually pushing me. I didn't register. I just thought it was a random scout, and then I saw the tanks. I realized what it was, and I immediately sieged up. The fact that I sieged up earlier was pretty helpful. Not super duper helpful, but at least give me some extra time to react to this thing. So behind all this, let's see, not much going on. He's getting expansion, and I didn't have the resource or APM. I should get a expansion as well. So now he lost all his tanks. He had to turn back. There you go. In this situation, it's actually pretty good for me. But what happened later was actually, yeah, it was pretty sad that I lost this game. See, the opening is actually pretty good for me. So I asked him, is it 2 fact? It's definitely 2 fact. He said yes. Oh my god, I lifted my CC. That was disastrous. That was so bad by me. He did the same, yeah. And he's like, he didn't realize at first that I was going for this 2 factory build. Anyways, I was going to go for some scouts with my vouchers. I was like, oh, he's 1500 MMR. Probably he's got a 3rd expansion already. I don't know. That's not gonna happen when you do 2 factories. Alright, so he's putting on more pressure. Get a lot of vouchers here. Very nice unit production. Much better unit production. I don't have nearly enough units, vouchers, and whatever. I have a bunch of tanks and host this little choke, but I pretty much am choking myself. I can't really get out, and I can't move this way because he has a tank on the high ground. So that was my next move. I was trying to break this tank, and now comes the rift, but it didn't do much actually because you can just repair with your workers. It's very simple. It doesn't do much damage. Plus, I already got the armory before all this happened, so I could just build Goliath very easily, comfortably. So yeah, there you go. It's not a very effective push by him. Oh, look at this. What is this? Why do you build it here? That's so strange. You should... It's like a scout. Kind of a proxy scout. That's so weird. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, I totally didn't realize there were mines when I pushed over here. Yeah, didn't register. Probably lost a lot of units there. He should build an expansion somewhere right here. Yeah. I'm not super familiar with this map either. Oh, I'm getting my 3rd factory and 4th factory. Worker count difference is not huge, but I am lagging behind, and I had an advantage at first, which means my worker production is really not ideal. How did I got behind when I first I was ahead? Okay, actually, yeah, I lost the Goliath for nothing. Okay, I attempted to break this. slowly moving my tank across to the left, sieging up. I'm not really sure about the range, how far they can shoot. I'm just testing the water on the fly. He's still not getting a third yet though. I'm not getting a third. I was thinking about getting a third at this moment because I had a lot of money banked up. Why did I spend them? Why is my spending so bad? Okay, so this moment is I tried to break him. I did break this tank. It was not super difficult. But what happened next was this. Oh my god, this drop 2 tanks. Barely missed it. I just didn't see it. So close. He's getting a third on the spot. And a fourth? Is he gonna get fourth here? That's crazy. When you're playing TVT and you can contain your opponents, and you have huge advantage because you can just have all the energy and time to just build bases and macro up. It's really nice. But at this moment, I do have more workers, so my worker production is catching up a little bit. It's pretty nice. Where is his drop? He's still here. My attempt to break this failed miserably. That was not the way to break this thing. Now, how do I break this thing at all? I don't know. Now he's dropping 2 tanks in my base, which is super scary. I have to pull back and defend. Yeah, it was really bad for me. He simply picked me apart. Look at his mineral, he's banking up so much resource. He's not doing much actually. When you see the replay, you realize, okay, he's making so much mistakes. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't doing the best. Could have done better, but it's a mess. Well, I got frustrated. I got really frustrated to deal with all those drops. Actually, I was like, it's not the end of the world actually. It was totally unnecessary to leave this game. Now I see it. But at the moment, I thought he had this base because I saw the, I think I scanned, yeah, I scanned and I saw the turret. I thought he had this base up and running already. Actually, he had this base. So I thought that was very, very behind. And he had this tanks, I just didn't know how to break this. So if I just be a little bit more patient, lift my CC and land it somewhere and just get starports. I needed starport much earlier so I could drop. Yeah, I could drop on top of those tanks and just break it very easily. Yeah, actually that's how you break the tank line there. You just drop on top of them. Damn. The hindsight is always, wiser. Alright. Well, that's that game. A little bit sad. But as you can see, worker production is on par. I'm even a little bit ahead in the end. It means I definitely have the potential to be at 1500 MMR. It's just decision making and game sense. Like I just didn't realize certain things and didn't know how to react to certain things. It comes with the experience. I think the more I play, the more I'll understand, and also to understand how much between me and opponent who is at advantage, who is ahead, who is behind. I would get a better sense of that as I play more. All those are very important. Mechanical wise, I think it's alright. It's not really good. There are tons of room to improve. Effective APM and the spending and the worker production and unit production. My unit production is very slow, and also I need to organize my base much better. It's a little bit confusing, the layout. Actually, this is much better. I used to place them one here, one here, one here randomly. Also, the factory placement was not ideal. It looks kind of blocking myself. Anyway, there's always a ton to improve on. Now let's look at him. His base looks much cleaner. I like this. He has a lot of dead space behind his base though. Yeah. This is kind of not fair, right? He can build his defaults all there. I don't have the space behind. Look at this space. So much space here. And below my fact, it was called CC. I just don't have that much space. It's kind of a very cramped in my base. I don't know. Anyway, that's the second game. Second last game. Now let's jump into the last game I played, and the game that made me into D rank. And after this game, actually after the first game I showed you, I got very close to 1400 MMR. I got to 1398, only 2 points away from 1400. So I was really kind of upset, like, oh, it took my opportunity to get to 1400. It was only 2 MMR away. So now I'm gonna show you the last game I played. And got me into 1400 MMR again. Not again, for the first time. There you go. It's another TVT, and my opponent was another 1500 MMR guy. 1500 MMR Terran. Here, spawning in the top right. I was complaining already. I was getting a little bit cheeky, a little bit chatty, because I knew that I couldn't beat this guy. So I just relax, just play whatever. I was like, I just need one win to 1400 MMR. If you, sir, could kindly be my victim. I was just being a little bit cheeky here. Yeah. Okay, so I scouted. What did I see? I saw gas fully mining. I saw there's no there. I thought he was building factory, but I clicked on it, and it's a freaking bunker. And I was like, what is going on? And he canceled it. Why? Why did he build a bunker? Is that kind of a illusion? What is this building though? That's the factory. Did he make a mistake building that bunker? Or was it like trying to trick me to thinking that he is defending? I don't know what was going on. But this scout by him is very nice. He saw that I was getting 2 factories. Did he see my 2 factories? I think he saw, if he was quick enough to click on this building, he should have known that I was going for 2 facts. But then if he knew, I actually don't know. If he knew, he should get more units out. But let's see what happened in this game. In this game, I was determined to go for all-in again, because I thought my chance of winning in a macro game is not as high. Facing 1500 MMR guy. But the bunker build did confuse me a lot though. So I thought he was gonna just turtle on one base or something. It did give me some confidence. So I just went for it. Just all-in build. I just didn't even attempt to expand in the early stage. And I got it. I actually wanted to get our armory, but that was a mistake. Whatever. Doesn't affect much. Now I'm moving out. Okay. Oh, those marines are delayed by the barracks. It's pretty bad. Yeah, just ignore that. Yeah, just ignore that. And there you go. That's a lot of vultures. And they're not gonna be good versus siege tanks. He had to retreat. If he has a Spider mine, he would be able to defend this, but I don't think he got Spider mine. Or is he research? Now he's researching siege very wisely. He did get speed first. I think he got speed first, right? He got really up close, but still it's not enough to kill those tanks. Because I got my own vultures and as well as marines, so I just simply out DPM him. DPS. Okay, I sieged up. At this point, I realized, okay, I'm actually at an advantage. He didn't have siege tank. I didn't have enough units to defend this. He had a bunch of vultures. What he should have done was to just go across the map and just to try to kill my workers, but he tried to kill the tank and failed. So now he's sieging up on the high ground. At this point, I'm definitely ahead, not economical wise, but in the sense that I'm delaying his natural expansion. and I was getting my expansion at this moment because I remember many times I did this, contain my opponent, and my opponent just macro up in his own base and use medevac, not medevac, it's not medevac, use dropship to expand elsewhere, and yeah. So I had to be super careful, like not to be arrogant or think, okay, he's on one base, I'm gonna win this game. No, I need to continue to macro. But in this game, let me see, I wasn't actually macroing, I didn't build worker for a very long time, and work can remain at 22 for a very long time. And now, what is this? Let me check. That's another depot. Okay, so how do I break this? Actually, there's that's pretty difficult to break. Like those 2 tanks could just kill those 4 tanks because they're on high ground. But here he made a crucial mistake that he sieged up right here, and I had 4 tanks that is in range, and that was such a huge mistake by him. If he didn't do that, he could just hold this and just be patient and build starport, get air units and get dropship, and he could beat this. But he got a little over eager, and here I realized, okay, so he doesn't have units now, so we can just go. And I just go up in his face, siege up, and focus down on the tank. That's very important. You have to focus on the tank, kill the tank first. And here, yeah, this is gonna die. And there you go. That's how I won my promoting game, the game that promoted me to D League. Alright, pretty cool. So yeah, after this game is like, I kind of, it's like a boost to my confidence. Like before this I was like a 1500 MMR, it's unbeatable. But now when I see the replay, I actually understand how much, what's the competence there, like how many workers can they build? Are they good enough in their macro game? What's the decision making there? It's much more clear. Like I shouldn't be afraid. I should just do my best and try to win the game instead of saying like, oh, he's 1500 MMR, I'm never gonna beat him. No, I have every right to beat him. I have everything, all the correct tools. My macro is not gonna be worse if I try my best. Okay, so that's the game, and that's my path to D rank. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next time when I rank up to C rank someday. But yeah, this game is tough. It's really difficult. Thanks for watching. See ya.